Hey all, welcome to Maui Mysteries, the channel that brings you multi-dimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view and that they're not for a specific time but should resonate with you guys whenever you come across them. Do you guys like your kids? I know you love them. Everybody knows you love them. But do you like them? Do you feel better when they're at school? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so let's do a love and relationship reading, right? No, this reading is called Ouroboros. A boy, a girl, a them, a they. Ouroboros and them. And Ouroboros and all of them. Do you guys know what Ouroboros is? You might pronounce it differently. The snake that's apparently eating its own tail. It's obviously not eating its own tail, but it is a symbol. The tail is in his mouth, which is a symbol of the ability to regenerate, and it's a symbol for rebirth. It's a symbol for a new cycle or the ability to begin again. Now, some of you have said that, you've learned your lesson. You don't need the same lesson again. And to those of you, I say, well, welcome to a new lesson. Your prayers have been answered in the sense that your past lessons are done, but there's always something to learn. There's always new things to explore, to discover, to immerse ourselves in, immerse, to immerse ourselves in. Jesus. So yeah. Don't worry about your kids. This reading has nothing to do with your kids. I was just asking and I was just saying it's okay. Maybe some of you feel like guilty for certain things. Obviously, I'm not talking about child abuse or whatever. I don't think like any of y'all would do that. Like ever. I know you love your kids. I was just saying it's okay that you're tired. It's okay that you're exhausted. It's okay that you sometimes think where you would be without them, even though some of you, your kids literally saved your life, like in the sense that you were a really shitty person and then that kid came and you got the urge to change. You wanted to be a better person for this kid, for this child. And it's now a couple of years later and this thing annoys the shit out of you. No one can get under your skin like this thing. And yet, this kid is the love of your life. So, there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. I mean, if you feel like doing some violent things and whatever, you should get help. Because that's not who you are. If you start thinking violent thoughts and weird thoughts like nothing, I'm Kiela the whole day, you should really get help. Let's clear that energy out because that's not who you are. You're just tired, boo. You're just exhausted. Especially to you mothers, only God knows. Because these people don't know. Only God knows. Only God knows, and only the other mothers know. So, this is like a love and relationship reading, but it's also kind of like a general energy reading. I swear to God. I swear to God. This is you with your kid. You're like, I swear to God, I swear to God. Okay. Okay. So, Like I said, it's a love relationship reading. It's also kind of like a general energy reading. So today we are talking to those of you who are stepping into a new reality, but this time it's through a certain person. You guys have accepted a certain offer from a certain entity, and this entity is gonna come to you as a person because they can do that. Because some people's DNA is like a really good match for an entity to just slide in and coexist with that person. Ekubeni kahle kahle this entity ize ngawe, you know. So you guys are meeting someone who you are going to partner up with, and yeah, you know this thing we call self-initiation. I told you, there's no such thing. We just call it self-initiation because our young people got that. Listen, and you guys are about to experience how it actually works, and the people I'm speaking to today, you're gonna experience it through this relationship, through this love. I can resonate with that. There was a time when I didn't know anything. Leona, this Ouroboros, that's actually why I'm calling it this reading. The whole concept of Ouroboros, the all, the mothers, I learned that through a partner. Like, I didn't know any of that shit. I learned that through a partner. And they weren't like teaching me, but they were teaching me. Like, yeah. So, yeah. This is one of those like soulmate type of things. And if you know anything about soulmate, you know that shit is karmic. You know that there's certain lessons that you need to learn, not the ones you learned before, but there's still new lessons about yourself. Boo, not about anybody else. It's always about yourself, but it's going to happen within this relationship. Yes, there will be happy times, there will be joy, but there will also be tumultuous times. But when you are ready to leave, you'll be able to leave. Okay? That's what I can tell you, is that it's gonna be a bit rocky, but it's also gonna, it's just gonna have like extreme highs and extreme low. Relationship energy is about bipolar. But there's, the energy is just gonna be intense. Like the sexual energy is intense, but the sad energy is intense, the happy energy is intense, the excitement energy is intense. Go on, something like that, yabo. And in Fiseli, so I'm reading the energy, like I'm reading yours energy, those of you who are going to get into something like this. But what I want you to concentrate on, even in the relationship, if you can remember this reading when you're in it, is that you have partnered up with an entity and it is fulfilling its part of the deal. Its part of the deal is to turn you into a supernova. Like, if you're a guy, this is the relationship. If you're a woman, this is the relationship that turns you into the woman that you've always wanted to be. Yeah. There's that quote by Anais Nin, and she said that I cried because the way in which I became a woman was painful. And I'm not saying the whole relationship is going to be painful. Like, look, you guys know love. Hey, I don't have to, like, tell you. You know how it is. It can be rough sometimes, but, you're discovering who you are. And like I said, when you're ready to leave, you're going to be able to leave. Okay? And more than anything, I need you to understand, Guti, this is a guided relationship. Like, this is not just some whatever random umjolo, if there is ever something like that. But in this case, you are actually in a covenant with this person and also this entity, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Ooh, some of y'all are coming out of a covenant. Like, you've been in one for the last 3 years, maybe last 7 years. You've been in a relationship, and like basically it's now ending. The covenant between you and this entity, you didn't even, yeah, you weren't even aware until you maybe started watching the readings, and then you started to realize like the characteristics of your relationship are quite weird. And yeah, some of you are actually coming out of a this type of covenant where you were there to be taught certain things that only this person could teach you because they had the type of DNA where this entity can sit with them and co-create. There were also benefits for them, but that's none of your business. We're talking about you and how this was for you also, because entities can do that. They can form covenants with more than one people, and if it does that, a lot of the time vele izokudonsa to be in a relationship with the other person that they're in a covenant with. Okay. Oh, okay. And also, entities will do this if, let's say, kahle kahle yena ufuna ukuhlangana nawe, they want to co-create with you, but you're not at that place yet. Like, your DNA, you haven't activated enough parts of your blueprints and your DNA in order to do that. But this person, your partner, they have. So it's going to coexist with them while it teaches you certain things it needs to teach you and activate certain parts of you it needs to activate, because the end result is that it wants to co-create with you. And then that and your relationship is over, it was preparing you for the coexistence with it, and then izohlala nawe, and then that will be completely different. Yabo. Okay. Why kuloku kuvuka lento yabantwana? Like, abantwana benu also nibavakashise, ningasabi ukuvakashisa abantwana. Masozizwa nje ngathi yazi ukhathele nyana, or une stressy, or like there's just things of yours that you're dealing with, and I don't know what to say, you don't want to shortchange this kid. Mvakashise, like mvakashise kugogo wakhe, mvakashise kubo mamncane bakhe, kubo auntie bakhe, and stuff like that. Yo, mina babam guys, ne? School holidays, like when school closes, Megas on land escolen, your suitcase is already in the back seat, bro. You didn't even get to say like goodbye. And I'm saying that because from land near Makaya, like straight, he used to take us to Bushbuck Ridge. And he hadn't yet like upgraded it, like bringing that TV, begui radio tonga. Yeah, what's that? Mungani, wavnene, yeah, whatever. We radio tonga, like TV, we kubere, gogoenu. And when we started going there, it was still like, outside bathroom vibe. Quite a walk too, by the way, so you ain't going there at night. In the stand sakona besis cool, so like it bathroom, like it's toilet, and then kancane ke na waqala ke upgrade kwaba ne bathroom endlini, zathi TV nyana, DSTV dolala side. And the way baba make sure like valuenza ngamasbomi, he says that he wanted to build character within us. He wanted us to be able to exist in all types of environments. You never know what life is gonna throw at you. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. You know how these reading goes. Anything comes up because, nibaningi, and you're all going through all types of shit. Not this deck, ne? Ouroboros. Ouroboros and these people. Ouroboros and the people. Yes. Ultimately, yes, Bandla. So some of you, this person, this person is just gonna remind you who you really are, you guys. Like, this person is gonna open up aspects of yourself that you haven't even touched in this life yet, but you long for. Like, some of you know, ne, like, yeah, some of you hold codes to unconditional love. I know we be out here in the community on some I love you, but if you've really been out there in the community, then you know that half of these people have no idea what the fuck love is. They're just saying love because that's how they tell us to communicate certain feelings. But it's not really love what these people are doing. It's something else. You hold the codes to unconditional love, to real love, and you're needing to activate that. It's as if your codes went to sleep because they were not being activated, they were not being inspired around you. The way in which uzothanda lo muntu lo is going to open up certain codes within you. It's going to activate really authentic and pure aspects of yourself. It's going to open your eyes to parts of yourself that you've been longing for, but you didn't even, like, you didn't have the words for. Right? It's not that you didn't know those parts existed. You know those parts exist, but you don't recognize them. You're not aware of them. They've been dormant for so long. And this person is going to awaken that. And it is going to offer you a sense of emotional fulfillment, like a huge source of emotional fulfillment. And it's coming in quick, y'all. Yes. For a lot of you, this is the last. I don't know if I want to say trial or test or whatever it is. Like, this is the last one. And then you've balanced out, like, all these energies that you need to balance out. This one has so much to do with yourself. Your quantum lineage, your this lineage, clearing out generational trauma, drama, just balancing out. Like, this is the relationship that balances you out once and for all. Some of you are going to get married to this person because you're doing the same thing for each other. Like, some of you, even when, like, the lessons end, the two of you, Shem, like, listen, there's something about the two of you, about how you're going to fight for yourselves in the relationship, but you're also going to fight for each other. There's a sense of awareness from both sides, a sense of wanting to be a better person. This is not something where you're dating an asshole and it's like, just get through it. No, the karmic part I was talking about is the part you are clearing out izinto zakini kokuqina, both of you guys. So I want to say there's a need to be understanding, but I can already feel you're both going to be understanding. You're both so aware of where you want to be, of the versions of yourself that you're trying to uplift and embody. So yeah, I love this for you guys, because it's as if I'm dealing also with two people that are both spiritual and both spiritually aware and spiritually inclined. And so yeah, this is gonna have a happy ending. And I know there's gonna be times where it's gonna feel like, what the fuck? But I want to tell you that this is going to have a happy ending. I promise. Okay, boo. That's what I have for you guys. Happy Sunday. If you're not watching this on Sunday, happy whatever day of the week. And if you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a reading, all the information is in the description box. Later, y'all.